variation, seasonal variation, cyclical variation, irregular variation. But first one is not variation, first one is trend, secular trend. And the remaining three are variation, seasonal, cyclic and irregular variation. Mathematical model, there are two models, addition and multiplicative. Okay. There are two standard mathematical model for time series based on four components mentioned earlier, namely secular trend, seasonal trend, cyclical and irregular variation. Additive model. क्या होता है additive model? Additive model में you will be adding them. Additive model assumes that values of x at a time t is the sum of four components at a time. That is, x is equal to t plus s plus c plus I. What is t? Secular trend. What is s? Seasonal variation. What is c? Cyclic variation. And I is irregular. सबको add करेंगे or you will get a one value and therefore it is called as additive. For example, देता हूं आपको. आपका result जो आता है, result, you get individual marks, right? Various subject and individual marks. You want to write? It's there in the textbook. If you want to write, tell me. I'll write them. Everything is taken from textbook. Everything is in the textbook. If you want to write, let me know. You check it out tomorrow. Next lecture, let me know. Okay. Now, what is the additive model? What I was talking about your result. You have individual marks, like marks in English. Another subject is, let's say, Marathi. Then your bookkeeping. Then maybe OC. Maths. Okay, का subject 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is left? एक और subject eco. Yes, everything. IT भी हो सकता है आपका, whatever. Now your marks, whatever marks here, 50, Marathi 48, bookkeeping 92, OC so and so, maths so and so. Then you have a total also. You have a total also, right? Similarly, here what additive model says, what? You add all the four. All the four values you add. That is, what is T? Secular trend. What is S? Seasonal variation. What is C? Cyclic variation. And I is irregular. Add them and get a figure, one value. Then that is called as additive. So additive mein you must be knowing the additive model assumes four components of time series are independent of one another. दोस्तों add तब कर सकते हैं जब इंडिपेंडेंट होगा. तो आप भी सोच के देखो, क्या मार्क्स इन इंग्लिश एंड मार्क्स इन बुक कीपिंग आर दे डिपेंडेंट ऑन ईच अदर? इंग्लिश में ज्यादा आया तो ही बुक कीपिंग में ज्यादा आएगा, या बुक कीपिंग में ज्यादा आया तो ही इंग्लिश में ज्यादा आएगा. आर दे डिपेंडेंट ऑन ईच अदर? नो, दे आर टू सेपरेट सब्जेक्ट, इंडिपेंडेंट. Okay. Similarly, additive model assumes independent. Okay, so everyone is independent. Then it is also important to remember that all four components in the additive model must have same unit of measurement. So add करना है तो unit same लगेगा ना. For example, can I add this? 1 kg plus 500 grams. Can I say 1 plus 500, that is 501? Can I do this? 1 is kg, the other one is grams. Can I add directly? You can't add. When you can add? When you can add? When addition is allowed. Addition कब allowed है? If both are having same units, right? Same unit होना चाहिए. That is what it is saying here. See, additive model, common sense. Additive model में क्या होना चाहिए? Units same होना चाहिए. Whatever units of first should be the units of the second, should be the units of third, and so on. Same unit होना चाहिए. So 2 points है. One is independent. Each one is independent, but they are having same unit. Yes. Same units होने चाहिए. After conversion you can. So you have to make them of same unit and then you can add. The magnitude of all seasonal variation does not depend on value of time series in additive model. In other words, the magnitude of seasonal variation does not change as the series goes up or down. Okay, seasonal की बात कर रहा हूं. किसकी बात कर रहा हूं? Seasonal. तो जो seasonal है वो क्या इंक्रीज होगा? क्या वो सीजन में इंक्रीज होगा, बाकी के टाइम पे it will not increase. That is what I am saying. It will not go up or down also. Okay, this often not realistic. This model is not realistic. तो 3 पॉइंट याद रखना है एडिटिव में, या 4 पॉइंट याद रखना है. क्या क्या 4 पॉइंट याद रखना है? एडिटिव मींस क्या होने वाला है? एडिटिव में एडिशन होने वाला है, बराबर ना? एडिटिव में देयर विल बी एडिशन ऑफ ऑल 4. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, they are independent. Next point, they should have same unit of measurement. And 4th point, this model is not realistic. Realistic nahi hai. The model is not realistic. So what are the 4 points? In additive model क्या होता है? 4 components are added. T plus S plus C plus L I. Okay. Second, they are independent. Third, they should have same unit of measurement. And last, not realistic. Then comes the next one. Multiplicative model. Multiplicative. नाम से क्या पता चलता है? Multiplicative में क्या होगा? Not realistic in the sense, why it is not realistic? Let me come to that multiplication and then I'll come why it is not realistic. Okay, independent होना मुश्किल है. Everyone is independent होना मुश्किल है. इधर independent बोला ना, it offers independent of one another. So that means trend is not dependent on seasonal. Seasonal is not dependent on cyclical. Cyclical is not dependent on irregular. Therefore, it is not realistic. Many places they are dependent on each other. Independent नहीं होते. So it is not realistic. Multiplicative model. Multiplicative model में क्या होने वाला है? मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा. पहला पॉइंट मल्टीप्लिकेशन. एडिटिव मॉडल में क्या होता है? एडिशन होता है. इधर क्या होगा? मल्टीप्लिकेशन. ओके, ना मल्टीप्लिकेशन में क्या यूनिट सेम लगता है? क्या मल्टीप्लिकेशन में यूनिट सेम लगता है? क्या आपको याद है क्या? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई बॉट 2 kgs ऑफ शुगर. 2 kgs ऑफ शुगर. रेट 40 rupees per kg. 40 rupees per kg. मेरा बिल कितना हो जाएगा? I bought 2 kgs of sugar. Rate is 40 rupees per kg. 80. किसको मल्टीप्लाई किया आपने? 2 को मल्टीप्लाई किया. 2 कौन है? kg है, बराबर है. And 40 क्या है? रुपीज है. Can you add them and say 42? You can't, but you can do multiplication. एडिशन नहीं कर सकते. Can I add 2 plus 40? 42 कर सकता हूं क्या? 80 allowed है, but 2 kg plus 40 rupees, that is 42. Wrong, right? Correct. तो इसमें यूनिट सेम होने की जरूरत नहीं है. इसमें मल्टीप्लिकेटिव में उधर यूनिट सेम होना चाहिए, इधर यूनिट सेम होने की जरूरत नहीं आएगा. एंड मोर रियलिस्टिक, इट डज नॉट एज्यूम independence. Does not assume independence. In fact, it assumes dependent. एक दूसरे पे dependent है. Trends are depending on one another. Okay, and it is more realistic. Multiplicative is more realistic. Additive is not realistic. Additive assumes independence. Multiplicative does not assume independence. Then free from units of measurement. अब भी बताया मैंने आपको, एक रुपीस था और एक केजी था, फिर भी आपने किया, मल्टीप्लीकेशन किया ना. तो values of trend is expressed in units of measurement and other components are expressed as a percentage are free from units of measurement. Basically आपको रेड कलर में लिखा है वो याद रखना है. It is multiplicative model is free from units of measurement. Yeah. हो गए चारों पॉइंट इधर मल्टीप्लिकेटिव के. चलो इधर एक लिखता हूं मैं. एडिटिव, A फॉर एडिटिव, M फॉर मल्टीप्लिकेटिव. एडिटिव में क्या होगा? एडिशन होगा. T plus S plus C plus I. What will happen in multiplicative? T into S into C into I. Point number 1, correct? Then second point क्या है? It assumes independence. Whereas here what it will happen? Does not assume independence. That is interrelated utensil. Interrelated. Then third point is इधर क्या होना चाहिए? यूनिट्स सेम यूनिट्स होना चाहिए. सेम यूनिट्स. इधर सेम यूनिट्स होने की जरूरी नहीं है. बराबर है? डज नॉट रिक्वायर सेम यूनिट्स. Does not require same units. And last, not realistic. ये realistic. Clear? चारों पॉइंट याद रहेंगे इजीली. चारों पॉइंट याद रहेंगे क्या? एडिटिव मॉडल में क्या होता है? ऐड होता है. मल्टीप्लिकेटिव मॉडल में क्या होता है? मल्टीप्लिकेशन. वो तो नाम से पता चलता है. आगे क्या याद रखना है? इंडिपेंडेंस. कहां पे इंडिपेंडेंट होता है? इन केस ऑफ एडिटिव मॉडल इट एज्यूम्स इंडिपेंडेंस, whereas in case of multiplication model it does not assume independence.
मेहनत तो सब करते हैं, लेकिन स्मार्ट स्टडी कौन करता है? प्री एग्जाम ऐप के साथ बनाइए अपनी तैयारी सुपर स्मार्ट. प्री एग्जाम ऐप देता है वाइड रेंज के एग्जाम्स की तैयारी, जैसे जी, नीट, कैट, सीए फाउंडेशन, सीएस सीट, बैंकिंग, रेलवे, एसएससी एमबीए एंट्रेंस, SYJC कॉम, TYB कॉम और भी बहुत कुछ. चैप्टर वाइज टेस्ट्स एंड मॉक टेस्ट्स, डिटेल्ड परफॉर्मेंस एनालिसिस, और अब तैयारी होगी एकदम परफेक्ट. कहीं भी कभी भी पढ़ाई करें. और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक आपकी तैयारी को बनाए आसान. इंस्टेंट इवैल्यूएशन से तुरंत जानिए अपनी परफॉर्मेंस और पाएं पर्सनलाइज्ड फीडबैक. तो अब देरी किस बात की? प्री एग्जाम ऐप डाउनलोड करें और अपने नाम से रजिस्टर्ड करें और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक बिल्कुल फ्री और अपनी सफलता की कहानी लिखें. लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है. प्री एग्जाम ऐप स्मार्ट तैयारी.
Not assume independence, that is it assumes interdependence. Okay, then next है same units होना चाहिए एडिशन में. मल्टीप्लिकेशन में not necessarily they should have same units. And last, not realistic, realistic. What do you want to write? ये जो रेड कलर में वही वापस लिखा था मैंने. You want me to write that T फॉर्मेट में अभी लिखा था वो लिखो? T फॉर्मेट में लिखा था वो लिखो क्या? वो चाहिए? इधर के पॉइंट लिखे ना बेटा. चलो लिखता हूं. चलो आई एम राइटिंग. You said You want it? I'll write it. What's the big deal in writing? Additive model. And second, multiplicative model. If you want to write, I'll write properly. First point, what happens in additive model? In additive model, all four components are added. All four components are added. That is, क्या क्या होता है? T plus S seasonal variation, cyclic variation plus I. Whereas इधर क्या हो जाएगा? All four components are multiplied. That is T into S into C into I. In both the cases, all four components are there. Left hand side में भी चारों components है, right hand side में भी चार ही components है. Only difference is additive model में it is added and therefore it is called as additive. And in case of multiplicative model, therefore it is called as multiplied. What is the second point? What it assumes? It assumes independence. Assume independence. Here does not assume independence. Second point. Third point, unit must be same. Units of measurement should be same. Units must be same, or units of measurement should be same. इधर क्या लिखेंगे? Free from units of measurements. Means same होगा. Magnitude is value. 1 crore high magnitude, 1000 low magnitude. बड़ी संख्या, छोटी संख्या, magnitude. Free from units of measurement. And fourth point, not realistic. And here, realistic. Yes, all those who want to take it down before I wipe it off. हो जाता है तो डन करके बोल देना, एक 4-5 डन आने देना. Yes. ओके, चले आगे. Shall I wipe this? Yes, I'm wiping this. चलिए आगे. It is recommended to choose the multiplicative model when magnitude of seasonal variation of data depends on magnitude of the data. It is recommended to choose multiplicative model when magnitude of seasonal variation in the data depends on the magnitude of data. Magnitude means, as I just said, values. ओके, सीजनल का वैल्यूज बड़ा होगा तो आंसर भी बड़ा आ जाएगा. तो सो देखो, एडिटिव मॉडल में क्या होता है? एडिशन होता है. मल्टीप्लिकेटिव मॉडल में मल्टीप्लिकेशन होता है. तो मैग्नीट्यूड ज्यादा हो जाएगा मल्टीप्लिकेशन का. A simple example, let us take simple example. 20 plus 10 will give you 30. I'm adding just two numbers. 20 plus 10, whereas 20 multiplied by 10 will give you a bigger number than this. So multiplication में obviously magnitude क्या होने वाला है? ज्यादा होने वाला है. Okay, चलो. So it is recommended to choose multiplicative model when the magnitude of the seasonal variation in the data depends on the magnitude of the data. In other words, the magnitude of seasonal variation increases as the data value increases and decreases as the data value decreases. Yes. चलो, तो ये हो गया दो मॉडल्स. अभी estimation or measurement of trend. There are three methods. मॉडल्स दो है. कौन से दो मॉडल्स? एडिटिव एंड मॉडल्स आर टू. वन इज एडिटिव and the other one is multiplicative. Now method, okay, measurement of trend. One is method of freehand curve, graphical method, very easy method. Second is method of moving averages. Method of moving averages, 3 yearly moving average, 4 yearly moving average, 5 yearly moving average. Okay, even there is one more called as 7 yearly moving average, but that's not in our syllabus. अपने syllabus में तीन ही है. Moving averages में अपने पास तीन ही है. 3 year, 4 year and 5 year. And then last, least square method, the best method. How many methods are there? 3 methods. One is graphical method, second one is moving average method, and the third one is least square method, best method. Okay, ये आएगा linear trend equation. This equation is y is equal to a plus bt. Two normal equations होते हैं इसके. Summation y is equal to na plus b summation t. सर मतलब क्या आएंगे? बता रहे हैं. We'll be doing that. Least square method में we'll require those. Okay. First, let's start with the easy one. That is what? Graphical method. हेलो, ग्राफिकल मेथड इज द इजीएस्ट वन. देखो इधर बोला है इजी मेथड. लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड इज बेस्ट मेथड, एंड देन बीच में योर मूविंग एवरेजेस, 3 yearly, 4 yearly, 5 yearly मूविंग एवरेजेस. ओके, करे चलो. Yes, want to ask anything? Not necessary. Okay, you don't require in exam also. ओके, ग्राफ पेपर दिया होगा तो ग्राफ पेपर पे ड्रॉ करना, अदरवाइज ऑन प्लेन पेपर ऑल्सो विल डू, यू डोंट रिक्वायर ग्राफ पेपर. No, this is not hard. Moving average is not hard. Moving average is easy as well. Let me take one example. Chalo, 3-year, 4-year and 5-yearly moving average. Let me say this is my data. Year end data. Let me take it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say I'm having 6-year data. Okay. And the data here is 8, 7, 2, 5, 4, 9. This is my data. Now let me come to 3-yearly moving average. 3-yearly moving average says take total of 3. What is it says? 3-yearly में, what it says 3-year na? Let us discuss this first. So take total of first 3. ये तीनों का टोटल ले लो, कितना हो रहा है टोटल? 70. And right in the center, how many years you have taken? 3 years. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Total of 3 you have to write. Total of 3 definitely.